Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rebel Jump channel. Today we're going to take a look at this awesome lightsaber. It's a Saberforge Gladius V1, or the old version of the Gladius that was on the market a few years ago. Has been replaced for the 2015 Gladius, which is currently on the market. Later it has been recasted in alloy, and it was only available in special occasions. For example, when there was a sale going on, if you spend over like 500 $2,000 US, you got a Cyphos, which was basically the recast of this Gladius V1. Now the current Cyphos on the Saberforge website is not the Cyphos that initially was released. That was exactly this lightsaber in these dimensions, but I will show that in due time. Today I want to talk about the work of C. Waldron. C stands for Simon. Simon makes these awesome custom weathered lightsabers. So he, what he does is he obtains these lightsabers either new or second hand, and then he starts to work on them and make them himself with all his art. So he relic them basically. In this case, this is a very relic lightsaber, but that is what his trademarks are. What he does is he basically hammered this Saberforge Gladius to snot. He beat it to snot to get this beautiful pattern all around on this lightsaber, and then he put acrylic paint and painted it in different colors and shades all over the lightsabers. You can see green, goldish accents, a little bit red, copper, all kinds of colors in there, and the end product looks really amazing. I really dig this. It's really beautiful. It's still a fully functional lightsaber. It doesn't take away any of the capabilities of the lightsaber, so it's still fully dual worthy, spinning worthy, cosplay worthy, etc. It's still a fully functional lightsaber. It's just aesthetically he has brought this lightsaber to a beautiful state, and I really like it. I'm really happy that I both own now his work and have it on the Saberforge Gladius, because I'm a big sucker for Saberforge Gladius. So that's also, if you're watching this and you have a Gladius for sale, please hook me up, because I would like to buy it off you. So let me show off the emitter section. Well, I'll try to zoom in so you can see the LED in there, and this is kind of funny. I will show that in a second. This is a really old Gladius. This is a Gladius in the time frame where Saberforge still had 6-watt LED options, which were the cheaper option for the lightsaber. So you had a 12-watt LED option and the 6-watt LED option, which had a different battery setup, and that's why it was cheaper to buy. They did that away around the time they came with the 12+ watt LED, which basically means 12+ watt LED basically means a different angle of the plastic lens. So let me just undo this pommel, and then I'll show you the battery pack that is in there. So that's also a good point for you. If you get on a Saberforge saber and you're not sure how old it is, if it has this kind of battery pack up inside, it doesn't matter if it's the Gladius or another saber, you will know that this was a older saber that's early 2000 up to early 2015 or older. So this saber is probably 3+ years old. It's now 2018. You can see this is a 3-pack battery. This is how Saberforge initially had this 6-watt option. In this lightsaber, it has another as bright lights LED as the 12-watt. It's a 6-watt. It has 2 points of LED, 2 little points, LED points of 3-watt each, making up for 6-watt. It's in amber, which I'll show off in a second. Now you also can find, again, I've done my video about the Saberforge Gladius, but you can recognize it from the long threading on the pommel. That indicates that this is a Gladius. It also does not have the vent holes, as you can see. It's a solid piece here, and that also indicates that this is an older Gladius. But the overall finish is beautiful done on this hilt, and C. Waldron did a really outstanding job. He still managed to make everything fully functional, as I said. So for example, the cover tag wheel has been treated as well, but it's still fully functional because the slit here is still fully operational and not obstructed. And So this is really cool. So I think what he normally does is he buys up secondhand lightsabers that has physical damage on them, and then he brings them to the next level and basically make them yeah, presentable in a very beautiful way. I'm super stoked to have this lightsaber in my collection. So to show off that LED really quick. Very bright. One green LED, one yellow LED making up for that amber color. Really nice. But the point is, of course, the weathering. So let me show that off really quick from close up. Here we go. See how deep and heavy the pitting is done. There's definitely a lot of man hours in this. This is not something you do in 5 minutes. I don't know if he used a Dremel for this technique or he just hammered it, maybe a combination of multiple things. But when I bought this lightsaber of him, and this is of course the Saberforge Gladius stunt configuration, I bought it for an actually very affordable price. The price I bought it for was just the retail price on Facebook, no discounted YouTube price or something because I have a YouTube channel. No, it was just the retail price he put it up for, and it was actually very affordable. That is in line what you normally pay for a second-hand Saberforge saber, if it's a Gladius or not. So actually I got this whole beautiful etching or custom weathering that he did for free basically, because no way that all the labor was inside that price of the hilt. He made it really affordable, and that's why I'm really happy that I have this awesome Gladius, B have his work, because it's really cool. So he also at different levels of the weathering slash the relic surface that he has. So if you want to have a commission from him, it doesn't have to look as extreme as this hilt. It could also look a lot more yeah, much smoother, or much more like smaller details where there's some nice pitting and weathering. He had done a Saberforge Reborn, and that thing looked amazing. That looked like beautiful, well done damaging on that. That's not like in my opinion, and please don't get wrong, angry with me, but for example the Vader's Fold Savage weathering, I'm not a big fan of it. I just don't like the way how it looks like. It looks a little bit different from what my expectations are from weathering. Now of course people will argue, and some people will say, hey, well, why would a lightsaber look like this? Why would you ever have a lightsaber like this? In my personal opinion, that is the interesting about these kind of sabers from C. Waldron, is you can actually make your backstory about it. So for me, I imagine that this lightsaber comes somewhere from the bottom of an ocean, of a sunken temple, a Jedi temple, or Sith temple, has been lying on the ocean, and the crystal inside called to me. I'm a force sensitive person, for example. I find this lightsaber, I pick it up from the bottom, and it's still functional. It still works. It still works. It's a great piece from an old Republic time frame. I put hastily put on a leather wrap on there so I had some more grip. And I use this lightsaber because it's in a time where there is nothing to be found about lightsabers, Jedi, Sith, Force-sensitive creatures. It's just non-existing because of the many wars, the First Order, the Empire. Just everything is completely destroyed in terms of light side, dark side, relics and whatnot. So finding a weapon like this is like very, very rare. And then it doesn't really matter what conditioning you have something in. If you have a lightsaber, this even in this condition is so much better than nothing as the force sensitive. So while my son is chattering and having fun, I'm gonna end this video. Hopefully you liked the video. Make sure to subscribe, check out C. Waldron's work, check out the link in the description and get your own commission from him. I highly recommend him. It just looks so beautiful, so solid. It's just really, really beautiful, and I'm so happy to have this lightsaber in my collection. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.